We still ain't live yet. Hit it one more time.
Just live in the corner.
Give another minute.
Would get the parade, and all the reasons start to fade.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Reasons, the show where you can give your reasons why you think what you feel about what we're talking about today. We should know this, man. We say no.
Dear brother, how do y'all deal with erectile dysfunction when you're in a relationship?
I wouldn't know how to do it unless I had it. And remember, if they're talking about you behind your back, they behind you for a reason. Peace. I love y'all.
What up, man? It's Fired Up Thursdays. Reasons on Fired Up Thursdays, man. We appreciate you guys tapping in. It's your boy Fuel in the house. I say it's your boy Fuel in the house.
You already know what type of time we here. I'm here. Where you at? Look at
Yeah. Black Lip here for your listening pleasure. Let's go.
Y'all waited all that time or whatever. Then as soon as I kick in or whatever, you come late. Fat boy.
I always go after fat boys, so I'm just saying.
Right. Hey, we got a great show for you guys today. We got a birthday shout out, man. We got an announcement for next week for a special guest. And the topics. Let me get on the topics real quick of what we're going to be talking about today. So we're talking about the art of showing yourself grace during challenging times. And then also we're talking about communication block, how to present it and receive it. And for our, of course, fat boy, he's got the Black history and blackness with Josh Gibson. So keep in tune with us or whatever. And we got a dear brother and sister, but we're gonna make y'all wait for that.
You gotta wait for that.
Yes, sir. What's up, fellas?
What's the deal, man? What's up, gents?
I don't know where my hype just got. I just got hyped all of a sudden. I don't know why.
That, man. You.
I don't know where. Hey, man.
Lay out that soda, bro.
I know, right? I just had something.
That Mountain Dew.
No, it ain't the dude this time. It's what I got.
He all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
No, man. I might be addicted to this Celsius.
Oh, you over there sipping?
I know, right? No. It's just like I shouldn't even be advertising. They ain't paying me for this shit, y'all.
I know what Celsius is. Yeah.
Oh, you on energy drinks?
He on energy drinks.
I was on one a day. Now I'm on two.
Marshall.
Does that mean I'm addicted?
Watch out, bro. That stuff gonna make your heart stop. You let
Man,
that go.
Hey, don't put that out there in the world.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying. It's in the same. That taurine and stuff that's in there.
Man, I've been hearing a lot of stuff.
Pumps you up.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot about that, man. So, let's not put
you
that
all
out there.
geeked up right now. You got the jitters and shit.
I ain't got the jitters. Oh no, I'm straight. Y'all see me, I'm straight.
And he like,
hey.
Shut
Well, let's start off, man, with happy birthday to Nipsey Hussle.
Nipsey Hussle. Where the claps at, man?
Rest in power.
Clap. Rest in power, man.
Yeah. Happy birthday to Nipsey Hussle, you guys. You know what? I heard a mix this morning, man, was pretty dope on the radio. I was telling Fat Boy earlier, man. All my life, I've been hustling all my life. That one, man, it was a mix on that bad boy, dude. I was like, I don't know. I have to look it up and try to see if they're gonna put it out, release it or what. But it was the first time I ever heard it, man. So shouts out to Nipsey, man. We got any other birthdays out there in the house? If you guys out there watching and listening, you know what I'm saying? If it's y'all birthday coming up, give us a shout out. I see my girl Shell's in, Gussie's here, Talitha's in the house. What's up, you guys? What's up? Marshall's in the house. Y'all don't see it yet here. I guess I gotta.
I see it.
So y'all can
I see the comments right here.
Oh, okay. Y'all see the comments. Oh my God, the FCC let you back on.
Yeah, we back in the building, Marshall. Crazy man.
Marshall's
back in the building, Marshall.
They said the LCC let you back up. Anyway, what you say? Yes, a lot of people have PTSD from childhood and have never dealt with issues. Oh, okay, you just gonna go right on in, huh, Shell?
Right. Somebody diving right in.
Oh, you excited, ain't you?
Right. Is that an older one? Maybe is that an older comment or no? Is that just now or what?
It might be an older comment. I don't see it.
Yeah, it looks weird. I don't
in the
know.
light of
It's
Nipsey
like
Hussle, I wanted for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I for sure wanted to show some love, shed some light.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really do the posting and stuff. I think that's more for family and close friends and stuff like that. But I always want to show my respect. If anybody know I've been a Nip fan way before he passed away. So this time of the year, and when he passed is a really tough time for me. But I figured, I shot him out and show him some love. And we shot him out. We show him some love, man. So shout out to Nipsey and his family, his children, man. And like Black Lips say, man, rest in power for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I meant to bring up a photo, but I forgot. My bad. Anyway.
That's because you over there jacked.
I know. I'm looking. I'm trying to see what's up on these comments, man. I guess it is always anyway, especially also anyone, specifically girls, want to show their birthday suit.
Oh, here you go.
That's Marshall.
He's starting already, bro.
Anyone specifically?
Hey,
girl.
he's starting early. Hey,
I know,
Marshall,
right?
he just got back.
I know, dog. You trying to get the LCC on me?
Takes us off the air. It's probably because of you, Marshall.
Exactly.
That's your real reason why we keep getting taken off the air, bro.
So they won't take us off the air because this is not under the FCC's purview.
Man, what do you mean? You have to be all professional. What do you?
I'm just telling you, they don't control the internet.
They don't control it, exactly. That's true.
They don't
That's
control
true.
the internet.
That's
no,
fact.
They will. So
but I know, right? They just ain't got there yet. Hey, so let's get into it, man. I guess we're gonna get in the first. Oh, no. We got more announcements, don't we?
Announcements. We want to announce our guest, right?
Yes, you guys. So next week we have a special guest by the name of Rhonda Cotton. If you guys see her right there, she's actually a author, producer, and she wrote a book. And the book is called Between Seasons: Transition to Transformation. So she'll be joining us next week. That'll be next week. What's the week? August 22nd. All right. August 22nd, next Thursday. Come in, join us. If you guys can go online and grab her book, Between Seasons: Transition to a Transformation. If you want to come in and comment on it next week and all that good stuff, hit us up. All right. And if you're actually watching us on Facebook or Instagram, because we're on Instagram Live now, tap in, you guys. Tap in on YouTube and you can comment so we can get the comments. I'm trying to do comments on both sides, but I can't, really, finagle all of that. It's too much. But if you want to comment, go to YouTube Live, you guys, and we're on Fired Up Broadcasting on YouTube, and get your comments there. All right, Marshall. What you say? What do you say?
Hey man, don't even read that comment, man. Hey, get Marshall off the screen, man. Crazy, man. Hey, Marshall
yeah,
been
yeah, yeah.
crazy since forever, bro.
I know, right?
I
Right,
miss you,
right,
Marshall, man. Thank you for your constant support, though, brother. I appreciate you, man.
right, right,
Valley,
right.
man, Monarch Love, bro. That's my brother, man. He been wild like that. Don't pay Marshall no attention, y'all. He's
Right.
risque. Very
All right.
risque, man.
But before we get into the big conversation of the day, I guess we got to go on in right now into the history of blackness with my boy Fat Boy.
We're gonna do it. What about the video?
Huh?
We're supposed to do the
When you
video.
gonna show the video
Oh,
first?
I almost forgot. Yes. Before
That's
we
the
go in.
hey, he
Jacked
Black
up.
Liv, get your cousin, man.
Jacked up on Mountain
This
Dew.
was something I wanted to get everybody's opinion on. This is something I wanted to get everybody's opinion on. If this guy's right, because I've heard got a few comments and stuff like that on there. But some of the stuff he said to me, made sense. But I wanted to see what my boys would say. What y'all think?
All
All right,
right.
so here it goes.
People say all the time, I got used. They use me. In my head, I say, I hope so, because if you can't be used, that makes you useless. Nobody is wrong for seeing value in you and attaching to it in order to grow. You played the fool because you overextended yourself without being compensated in the proper form. A true prosperous bond forms when both people can use each other and the relationship becomes symbiotic. The reason a lot of people never get there is because we have this new term where everybody is looking for somebody that's equally yoked. A person with money don't need somebody with money. A person with money needs somebody with a plan. If you got a plan, you need somebody with money. If you got milk, you need somebody with cereal. If you got jelly, you need somebody with... You get the point? I'll have money, car, and a house and require the person you looking for to have money, car, and a house. No, you need somebody who's packing where you lacking and vice versa. You can buy $2,000 electronics and they won't do nothing for you until you put that $5 battery in there and you get the $1 million results. If you the electronic, then you need to be looking for the battery so you can get to the results. You too busy looking at the cost of the laptop and the cost of the batteries and not knowing the worth is actually about $500,000 a piece, because once put together, you get a $1 million result. Yeah, I know that's a hard pill to swallow. Your love of your life, your business partner, that spiritual connection that you're looking for might not be who you thought it was, but lean not on your own understanding. Find somebody you can use and somebody you don't mind being used by. I'm just a messenger. He'll bless you too.
What you guys think about that? The one thing I can tell you, I don't agree about the whole equally yoke, because equally yoke is a biblical term that has to deal with spirituality. You know what I mean? And deal with your spirit a bit equally yoked, not material,
Not monetarily, yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I don't agree. But what do you guys think about the other stuff that he was saying?
Go ahead, Black Lift. I want you to jump out on this, man. Give us that mature, man.
So he made a lot of valid points.
Yeah, he did.
Okay. And the whole, right now it's always about, I don't want somebody that has less than I have.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that whole thing to me is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And it always has been.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can be with somebody that has the exact same thing that you have, then what do they need you for and what do you need them for?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It comes down to, when you can work together as a partnership, when you find somebody, it shouldn't matter what they have and what they don't have.
True.
But what should matter is, like he said, is that that you have a plan.
Right.
That you don't plan to stay where you are.
Right.
You know what I mean? If I'm down and you helping me get up, that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to help each other.
Exactly.
So that's exactly what he was saying. At least that's what I believe that he was saying in that. Because unfortunately in today's society, that seems to be the number one thing for a lot of women. That it's like, if he don't have nothing, I don't want him, blah, blah, blah. And you could basically be turning your back on a good man that basically just fell on hard times or situations change. You know what I mean? That don't mean they plan on staying there.
Right.
But you should be able to help each other.
Exactly. Right.
Absolutely.
Right. What do you think, Fat Boy?
You know, Black Lip always said the best, brother. Absolutely, man. I agree with everything you wanted to say. I kind of wanted to reference to something you said too about the equally yoked. I actually love the fact that he used that, right? Because people have been using it out of context for so long. And you brought the real context to the forefront, right? And so the definition of equally yoked is spiritual and it's biblical. But people have been using equally yoked as a monetary or superficial terminology. And I love the fact that he actually addressed that. Because instead of looking for someone equally yoked, you need to be looking for your yin and your yang in that concept. Right now, when we talk about spirituality, you do need to find somebody that's equally yoked and y'all on the same page. But even in that sense, there is still a yin and yang. There's a balance in a relationship. I actually, it's funny. I don't know if I sent this to you already or you already had it, because I actually liked and shared this not too long ago. I think the brother always drops great game. My boy Cujo told me something long time ago. He said his grandma said, everybody gets used. You just feeling misused. And you know what I'm saying? You know, he said everybody gets used, but everybody gets used. Some people get misused. You just feeling misused. And when he told me that, I'll never forget that. But I think the brother also did a great job about we use words out of context, right? Because if you're not useful, you useless, right? I thought that was very important, right? So you do want to have some accessibility, some use to you. So I think he definitely dropped some juice. So and I'm gonna let you go.
No. That was good. That was good. I'm gonna just read a comment on this whole thing, on this whole feed that had a female's perspective. See what you guys says too. She said, just get a cat, save yourself, because no matter what you do or give, a lot of these guys are going to drag you. If I can't convince you that you won't explode off, you don't have to. Wait a minute. You don't have to. So I don't know how she said that. Well, no. Is that my guys? She said, if I can't convince you that won't explode off, you don't have some disease bandit banging around in you. Please consider long-term birth control and condoms at the minimum. I didn't get that. I mean, I got the first part. She
That's
said,
just some woman that's being hurt, man. She bleeding.
Yeah.
That goes back to what we talked about last week, man. There's so many women out here that have PTSD from bad relationships that they will literally, they will turn down a good man in exchange for a cat. Okay, cool. Keep your cat. Ain't nobody trying to stop you from keeping your cat, but in both ways. But anyway, the thing is,
no, for real, no pun.
It's like I said, no pun intended. You can keep both your cats, but the problem is, and then she jumps right into the problem.
Yeah,
is that every woman not every woman. Let me preface
Let's not
this.
Generalize.
I'm not going to generalize, but a lot of women, the first place they go to is that somebody wants to get in their pants. So that's where she had to jump to that. And I'm like, okay, we talking about being spiritual, equally yoked, working together, and you took it straight to sex and condoms and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
That's the problem.
Renee's in the house. What's up, Renee? Oh, Heather's back. What's up, Heather? She said, I don't know what she said. I don't know what she said.
I think that's on both sides. I think men do it, and I think women be doing it. And I think the issue what's been happening is that instead of coming to a true solution, it's too many people bleeding from their last relationship, whether a male or female, that they're not really listening to the message. They're just talking about their pain. You get what I'm saying? So they're not really taking in and articulating what's being really said, because there's no way in the world she took that from that. Do you get what I'm saying? So when I heard it immediately, I'm like, oh, she bleeding. And you know how
Right,
I
right,
know?
right.
Because I used to be there. So I
Right,
understand.
right.
And like you said, Black Lip, keep your cat. No pun intended. You both
Exactly.
of them, because that's okay, because there's another woman or another gentleman or a couple that's going to take this information and then make a great marriage or a great relationship out of it. Just don't let one apple spoil the bunch.
And see
Right.
that woman's comment goes to what I kind of, and once again, this is not a generalization. This is just the way that I look at it, or the way that around the people I grew up and the way things were.
Mhm.
When women get hurt, they become introverts.
Mhm.
When men get hurt, they go the whole route.
Facts.
They like, I'm gonna hurt as many women as I can. I'm gonna get out here and I'm gonna hit, and I'm not committing to nobody, and blase.
Interesting. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
that's what that comment, to me, that's what that comment led to.
Mhm.
It's the distinct difference between what men and women see when it comes to problems or issues. Like I said, that brother was right on.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah, he was.
trying
he
to find
was.
somebody that's equal to you.
Yeah.
Honestly, then why do y'all really need each other?
Yeah, those are the terms when someone said that somebody, they're not talking to them because they're not on their level. You know what I mean? If somebody's not on their level as folks, you know
Great
what I'm saying?
point, Buell.
Yeah, and you get a lot. That's what you get a lot these days.
But you mean monetary level?
Yeah, Renee said it's the standard that women have set for themselves. Which is is that like the comment, Renee, saying that it's the standard? Is that what that is, or is that how do y'all take that? It's the standard that women have set for themselves.
I think she's talking about what he has said, is that women, the standard they set, just like we talked about last week, the standard that they have is that I'm not messing with a dude that don't have equal or more than what I have. That I think that's what she's saying. Ain't nobody's gonna take somebody that has less than them.
Right.
Which is funny, because I know a gang of dudes that took women that had less than them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, yeah, majority. No, majority dudes have a woman that has less than them, that had less than them. Majority, seriously.
Women get to the chicken now, so
that's true facts. Renee said they have no requirements.
They have no requirements.
Yeah. We have a new guest. I mean, a new listener or watcher on what's that? Kay is on. She said I disagree. What do you disagree about, Kay?
Talk to us, Kay.
He's on Instagram, you guys. So I'm trying to read comments on both sides.
That's okay.
Okay, you should come on to Fire Broadcasting on YouTube so we can get your comments. You know what I mean? But if you need to, just from there, just go ahead and give a comment. Let me know what you mean. She said,
talk to us.
And I'm the only one here. She said, and I'm the only one. No, you're not the only one there, girl.
No. We got people on Facebook too.
We're on Facebook. We're on Facebook, so you're not the only one here.
Tell her to share it too.
We got quite a few on Facebook, and we got quite a few on YouTube as well. So you're not the only one. And if you got a comment, just hit it up, and you'll get some feedback. You'll get some feedback. All right. Hey, so in a way, you guys. And I don't know. Big O just hit us up. Unless we start looking at things like that, that's the only way we can probably find our true mate. Is if we're basically and of course, well, Lift, he's found his true mate. You know what I'm saying? And not to say you guys had opposite. But I mean, at some point. Matter of fact, this is a good question to ask you. At some point, when you guys got together, did she have what did she have that you needed in your life to make it equal, to make it a whole?
Nothing.
She had nothing?
I'm not saying that she had nothing. Look, she was renting a house. I was renting an apartment. I mean, we were looking for companionship. You know what I mean? And I mean, it wasn't simply, and just for anybody that's here that doesn't know my particular story, I met my wife on Tinder.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have been married for 29 years to my previous wife.
Mm-hmm.
And after 29 years, she was still not a true partner.
Mm-hmm.
29 years, a lot of money, a lot of stuff.
Oh, your ex, yeah.
But yeah, my ex. We didn't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
She didn't want to work toward anything.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever I tried, it just didn't work out.
Right.
So I met my wife, my current wife. I met her on Tinder back in 2017. We both pretty much were just like single parents. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And we just we had fun, we kicked it, we did whatever. Within 1 year of having a true partner,
Mm-hmm.
we were in the process of getting our own home built.
But see, I actually, you just answered the question, because you answered it without answering it, basically,
Mm-hmm.
because you was both looking to have, like you said, for one, the companion, and then two, a home, right?
It's not that we were looking for a home.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, but
it's
with
just
y'all
something that
conversation, with y'all, you know what I'm saying, with y'all future
Mm-hmm.
and what y'all thinking or whatever, it's kind of like you're looking in a way, or the conversation is going in a way where y'all are trying to be together, you know what I'm saying, and and be on the same page. Not you live somewhere else and then they're living there, and then y'all just dating for however long. You know,
once we figured out that we were going to be together,
right?
You know what I mean? We figured that, and to me, as most people should, because we have a friend right now that's going through this where she keeps moving dudes into her house, and then stuff keep going crazy. And I'm like, look, when you get together, you need to have a place that's both of y'all's. It shouldn't be it shouldn't be your spot or my spot. It should be our spot.
Or working towards that goal, right?
Or working towards that goal, yes. And so therefore, when we got together, it just so happened that, hey, all right, I mean, if we want to make this permanent, then we made it permanent. And we went ahead and, within a year, we started working toward getting our own house built. We were in our own house within 2 years.
Oh, okay.
So we talking 2 years and 29 years.
Yeah.
With somebody that was just obstinate and didn't listen and didn't want to cooperate, and was just basically out for themselves.
Right.
And that's the problem, is that the whole having equal or having the same or more than me. Look, y'all can both have nothing and come up together.
Up something, exactly, and that's why I like the comments that he was saying or whatever, as to how to braid each other up or whatever. You know what I'm saying? If one person missing one thing, the other person has it. It's going to enhance and make everything a lot better, or give you more. You know what I mean? That type of thing. So, Renee said it depends on your age group. I'm 72, 72, married 42 years. Depend on the age group.
I don't know, Renee. I'm starting to learn that a lot of that stuff don't really matter, man. It really, Black Lift hit it on the head, and the brother hit it on the head. It's meeting someone that messes with you enough, and y'all got a plan, right? Y'all both like each other enough to execute the plan together, right? That's just really what it is. I think that we get so caught up in the you having this and them having this, and what if they had this? Because literally, we could literally start in a hovel and end up in a mansion together if we got a plan.
Right.
Similar to what
we got a plan.
These two people, she's renting a house, he's renting an apartment. Both of them not even thinking on buying a house at the time, right? But the plan, when they start chopping it up and seeing that they had a plan, boom, execution. 1 year, boom. We doing it. 2 years, boom, we in the house, because execution comes with planning, but you have to have enough. You got to like each other enough, because I bet you this, Black Lift, I know y'all had some disagreements along that way. I know that. I know
we had disagreements. We had disagreements, but she trusted me enough
to
stay within my parameters.
Come
So
on now.
I was good with the financing and with like talking crap out of my mouth. So when we went to look for houses and we talked to people and stuff like that, she let me do that.
Yeah.
Because everybody has a strength and a weakness.
Yes,
Kind
yes.
of what he was
My
saying.
strength.
Ooh,
my strength-
that's what's going into our next topic too, dude. That's what's going into our next topic of communication block. You know what I mean?
And so Heather, you're right. Heather wrote, I didn't know I needed my husband until I needed my husband. I was not aware of or that I was missing something that would make me whole. However, he gave and gives what I need.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what needs to happen, Heather. You are absolutely correct. Because it comes down to most people don't know what they need until it's presented to them.
I agree.
And so you knew that you needed your husband for certain things. And then, hey, he was there for you. And then you were there for each other.
Right.
And that's the way it goes.
Right. Nick is in the house too, you guys. And she said, not age, depends on personalities and compatibilities. Yes,
I agree.
I agree.
Big O said something as well too. I was gonna say Big O because he kind of
Okay,
a combination of what.
let me get them to. Let's get
Nick
the rest
was
of
saying
them.
as well.
You have to mature mentally.
Absolutely.
Nick said comment goes, and then Big O said depends on maturity level. Go ahead, Fat Boy, read that.
Oh, that's all right. No, I said depends on maturity level. Y'all both were at the age and mature enough to be real about each other and what y'all want, and you went and got it. Wasn't playing around in life. Facts.
That part, yes.
And
yes.
hey, bro, that's probably the simplest you could put it, Big O. Real talk. It's just two people who real about each other and real about executing the plan.
Yeah. I hope a lot of people are watching this show and sharing this because this is a real key thing for relationships. This is a real key thing to have to grow in a relationship, or even if you're just dating someone or seeing things, whatever, share this with your friends. Share this, you ladies that are single, you ladies that feel like they can't find a man. This is the conversation you need to be sharing about right now. You know what I mean?
No, for real though, Phil.
Hey,
drop a.
I have to take my glasses off to go see it. K's on Instagram. As we mature, we're a bit more emotionally intelligent, and then know and understand what's important to each other, and can make shit happen properly. Why are you cursing on there, K? But anyway, I ain't mad at you, girl. I ain't mad at you.
I like that.
Yeah. That makes sense. Absolutely. So that's. I wanted to drop that with you guys because I think I just really felt something just by reading that or seeing that video or whatever, because I was kind of like, damn, that's just right on point. You know what I'm saying? That's right on point, So I hope everybody got that. If you didn't, go back and watch at the beginning what the video was about or whatever, and you can come back. All right. Before we go to the next topic, Heather said align with God. Exactly. That's always important. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Alignment with
number
God.
one.
That's number one.
That should be your first, some type of spirituality, higher power.
Yes.
Something.
Exactly.
That's,
all right,
that's
then. Let's
number
get
one.
into this next one. Let's get into the next one before we go over. You know how we do.
Yeah, history, blackness.
All right. So the next one, let's get into history and blackness with our boy Fat Boy.
Hey, let me hit this one last comment real quick, because what Renee said is what I meant by age is older women are more forward and straight to the point. Renee, you are absolutely correct, because when you're young, that's all you are is chasing that dollar bill and that Mercedes and all this other stuff. You're not really worried about.
What's the age? Oh,
I think each person is gonna be different. Each person's gonna be different. Some people ain't worried about buying a house at 30. You know what I'm saying? But at 40, that may be something that you know what I'm saying. You feel me?
True.
You know, so yeah. So that's I think that's what Renee is talking about, and I totally agree, Renee. You are absolutely correct, and that's what it comes down to is as we mature, our wants and needs become different. Right. Like I said, right now you out for a Louis purse or some stuff like that, but then when you get a little older, you understand that Louis purse really ain't what it's all cracked up to be. I think I'd rather have somewhere to lay my head.
Right. That's what's up. All right, man. Let's get into it. It's my boy's turn here. History of blackness, you guys. Let's go. This got my boy Fat Boy in the house. Who we got, Fat Boy?
All right, this week, History of Blackness, we have a Negro League legend, Jobs Gibson, known as an American baseball player. He was a catcher, outfielder, and first baseman. Originally was played for the Memphis Red Sox in 1930. He played his longest stint for the Homestead Grays. And then he also played for the Pittsburgh Crawfords. He was inducted to the Hall of Fame, the MLB Hall of Fame, in 1972. Born December 21st, 1911. He died January 1st, the 20th of 1947. He recently became a career leader of the MLB in 3 major categories with a 3.72 batting average, replacing Ty Cobb, leader in slugger percentage in .718, and OPS, or on the base plus slugging percentage, at 1.177, moving ahead of Babe Ruth at .690 and 1.164. And so earlier in the year, because they merged the Negro League records with the MLB records, a lot of the Negro League greats took a lot of the leadership, or took a lot of the record holders. And so I kind of wanted to shout that out and tap in and shout out to Jobs Gibson for being the man back when they wasn't the man. Right. So shout out to Jobs Gibson when they wouldn't give you credit for being that good. And I was telling Fuel, when you look at the numbers, they shattered the numbers, right? They were like so much, and this is Babe, y'all. Like, this Babe Ruth, and anybody know about baseball, the Black Bambino, the guy from Boston, but he was better than Babe in slugging percentage. So he was hitting them. His RBIs was crazy, it was crazy. Just go check out his stats. Jobs Gibson, man, them Negro League brothers was really doing their thing, man. And if you ever get a time, do your history on the Negro League, Jobs Gibson, man.
That's history of blackness, baby. History of blackness.
And if you ever get a chance to go to Kansas City, you can go to the Negro League. You can go to the Negro League's Hall of Fame, which is in Kansas City on 18th and Vine.
Yeah.
So we grew up knowing about all of this with Satchel Paige and Josh Gibson, because Satchel Paige lived and died in Kansas City. And so we grew up. I played baseball at Satchel Paige Stadium. You remember that field on School Parkway?
Yep.
There's Satchel Paige Stadium, but we knew that it was going to piss off a lot of Pilgrims when they merged them stats, and it actually put them ahead of the so-called
baseball god,
greatest baseball players in history.
Yeah.
So yes.
Said we played ball on real diamonds or Diamond Porter. Yep, on a real Diamond Porter. Yes, sir. All right, man, it's time. Let's get into the topic: communication block. Of course, I got this one from a friend, named my sister, Nick. We was talking, sometimes you talk about things or whatever, and you realize, that in relationships, it's all on how you say things. It's all on how you receive things when it comes to communicating in a relationship. For example, say for instance that we use the term like as a firefighter, right? Your husband is a firefighter, right? And you got questions about fire, right? But you go, instead of asking the husband, you go and ask another firefighter or somebody else in that field the question. And then the husband's looking like, damn, well, why you couldn't, ask me that, Is that an ego thing, you guys? Or is it the fact that she didn't come to him first with the communication block? And then if he came, or if he come in, or if he goes to her in a angry type of way, in a dominant type of way or whatever, as opposed to, just being like, damn, babe, you could have just asked me that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you say it like that, you can say, damn, babe, you could have just asked me that. Or you can be like, well, damn, you could have asked me that. That's a communication block. How someone receives something as opposed to them presenting it, to the mate. So my question is, what is a good way to communicate with someone that has, say, for instance, just like you use for Lyft, that you use for example, having someone it has a strong suit as opposed to the other one or whatever, and being that it's your strong suit, you would think that your mate will ask and talk to you first. How should they come to you?
So here's the problem on that one. So the number one issue is you're dealing with human nature.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And pardon my language, I'm gonna be dead ass. When it comes to human nature, it's easy for us as humans to believe somebody that's outside our household than it is to believe someone that's in our house.
Come on.
Why is that?
Human nature, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't give you a definite clinical definition as to why that is, but even my wife will do that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But does
it sound like it's second guessing you though?
No.
And I mean, I'm saying if it's and then how does she come to you with it?
So if I say something, right,
Mm-hmm.
what we have to do as human beings is understand and put aside our own feelings or our own personal biases when it comes to this kind of stuff. Why would you let that bother you?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Are you, and pardon the expression on this, are you that weak of a person that it's going to bother you that they went to somebody else?
Right.
My thing is that I'm secure in my relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, if I was to say something to my wife, right?
Mm-hmm.
So say, and she's done this too.
Mm-hmm.
I've told her something, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I let her know that I told her what I told her.
Mm-hmm.
I said what I said.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. And I let that lie.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If she wants to go and double check that with somebody else or whatnot, she's gonna come back to me and be like, you know what, you were right.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna be okay.
But did you see how you just said that though? Like she came back and was like, you know what, you're right.
Exactly.
And not to the fact of like, damn, why you couldn't ask me, or you wasn't even right about that. You did how, what I'm saying? It's all on how, like you said, the presentation is what Nick said as well. The presentation is key and receiving is the opposing key.
That's what I'm saying. It comes down to the what somebody deems as disrespectful, another person wouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what it comes down to. Is like part of being a human being is that you're gonna have feelings. You're gonna feel a certain way about something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And if you wanna get in your feelings about a question, then who is that on, them or you?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so so say they went to that other person and they got the answer and you were wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's your next move?
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna man up or woman up and be like, you know what? Okay.
Yeah,
You
like I
checked
was
it.
wrong. Yeah.
I was wrong.
Right.
People have problems saying that they're right or saying that they're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And that's part of the communication block, is that nobody wants to admit. They damn sure ain't gonna admit when they wrong.
Right.
And the other person is probably not gonna admit when you right.
Or have they chest out because they're right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or be a butthole because you were right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Don't just be like, okay. And me and her have that thing where if she goes and checks something on me and I'm wrong, I'm like, okay, well, my bad. You did the thing. You checked it. All right, give me a kiss. Let's keep it moving. I mean,
yes, you gave a good example of actually how to communicate or how to respond or whatever to someone when or like I said, present it to someone and receive it to from someone when you're in that type of communication. So you explained that perfectly. What you got?
Because it just comes to a point where it's like you can't you have to stop. People have to stop taking things personal.
Yeah.
It's not an attack on you. It's not personal. They just want. It's like you go to a doctor, right? You go to one doctor and they tell you something. Ain't you gonna go get a second opinion if it's something really bad?
Right. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah. Kay also said, we do not want to be judged in a question. Thank goodness we can have feelings and deserve to be acknowledged. She said, "Oh," and then mom just came on Instagram, said she's late, Fat Boy.
Hey, mama.
So go ahead, Fat Boy. What do you think?
It's a lot of ways I can go with this, yo. I'm trying to go which way I want to go. I agree to everything that Black Lives said in the sense of understanding, stop taking everything so serious and personal. But I think that what we as others or the opposite person on that other side also have to understand the level of maturity of our partner. I think that with
The level of
Black
maturity
Liv, when he speaks on it, he speaks from a level of maturity of making mistakes, right? He speaks from a man who's learned, right? And so when you hear it, it's refined, right? But it's not going to always be refined because my childhood trauma may come up as a blockage because when you speak to me in that way, right? When you talk to me that way, I can't hear you because I immediately shut down. So I think it's a combination, right? We have to get over ourselves, but we have to get over ourselves, right? We have to change the way that we approach things, right? But we also have to. Can you hear me?
Yeah. We hear you.
We got you.
We have to change the way that we approach people. But I think, like Kay said, we also have to acknowledge when people are approaching us. Like Black Liv said, being man enough to say, hey, you know what, babe? You right. Go ask for a second opinion, right? How many men also say, babe, you know what? I don't really know. How about you go ask a second opinion? But that's a level of maturity of not being afraid of being weak, and not being afraid of being ashamed. And how does Fat Boy know this, right? Because these are things that I had to work on and learn. And my biggest challenge was that the person I dealt with, the way that they communicated all the time, some of the times that they communicated immediately threw up my blockers. So I could not perform in a mature manner as Black Liv is speaking.
Right? That goes back to something I said a long time ago.
What's that?
You were listening to respond, and you were not listening to understand.
Exactly.
That's the problem. When you get in your feelings, you listen to respond.
Absolutely.
So basically, you like, man, I ain't hearing nothing you saying. So soon you didn't already piss me off. So therefore, I'm just sitting there huffing and puffing, waiting until I can get my response out. And I ain't even heard the other words you said after the first thing you said.
Right. Exactly.
Absolutely. Because I'm like you say, I'm triggered and I don't hear it. I can't hear it. But we also have to, when we're communicating, right? Jay-Z says something, wise man told me never argue with fools, because people from a distance don't know who is who. Sometimes, like Black Liv said, you gotta be okay. You right. Hey, you feel me? You gotta be able to be man enough or mature enough, should I say, to be like, you know what, take the higher road. But that shit, listen, Black Liv, you know, I know, Phil knows, it takes training. It takes real time, real patience, and real time thinking of it. Narrating.
Okay, so how is that on how do a person in a relationship rectify that type of situation and try to for lack of better monetize that type of situation?
I think Black Liv hit on it, knowing and understanding your partner.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. How do they bring that to their partners, letting them know without it getting to escalating into, you know what I'm saying?
Knowing and understanding my partner. I know his wife don't like you standing over her when I'm giving her information. right? Like he said, when she go ask for information, he's man enough to be like, "Hey, babe, I was right." It's still having that
how you say
level
it.
of maturity.
Yeah,
Period.
that's how you said it. Yeah, exactly. Let's get in the comments real quick. What we got? Nick said. Here we go.
What about a licensed person in their field? You ask questions, but your mate answers and gets upset because he knew the answer and you didn't have to ask the licensed person.
That's exactly
that goes back to maturity, right? He's still working on things. And then I also feel like we gotta stop being so critical when people don't get stuff right.
Exactly. Yeah.
He always as a man, male ego is real and it's being taught since a young boy. As a woman, certain femininity traits have been taught as a young girl. So we coming into a relationship at the 25s and our 30s, and we expect this person to get everything right the way that we want them to get it right. That is not going to happen, right? And so understanding like, okay, next time let me ask Bae, because Bae got an ego thing going. You feel what I'm saying? And understanding, babe, you got to work on that because you know I'm here for you, right? It's all communication, like Renee said. It's all communication, understanding your mate and loving your mate enough to humble yourself when they doing some goofy stuff and know that they doing some goofy stuff. So you know what? I know that's you. And I know that you're working to do different, or I know that this is what I married. This is the man I love, or this is the person I love. So we just got to stop being so critical of mistakes made.
So Nick said, is it human nature or ego? I think we just answered that though, right?
I think both of them.
It's actually both.
I think ego comes from human nature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would be concerned of the longevity of a relationship that doesn't recognize this sort of communication block. I would be concerned because it escalates to, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, how long do you take it? How long do you know what I'm saying? How long before you be like, huh? Would you like?
Hey, Blacklist, stop. Yeah.
What? I always think I'm starting something.
Hey, for all jokes aside, I went through this, and you will pop. You're going to explode because there's a level of it's a level of manipulation that come with it. Because if my partner also gonna meet me where I am, and vice versa. Period. Right. And sometimes we, like Blacklist says, we're gonna get to this later. We allow people to sway us certain ways because we don't have the maturity and the confidence in ourselves to notice the truth from the bull. I'm shooting, Black.
You are. You got it.
As Renee said, because sometimes an outside person can give you a clear perspective. Yes, and we do know that the outside person can give you a clear perspective, or even that's in yourself. You just need that second opinion, that clarity, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But that mate is going to have that ego, or you know what I'm saying. And although you guys say it's human nature, or whatever, you know. Even if it's human nature with your mate, you have to know how to convey and talk to them and come to them or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Right. You can't just, just blur out like, well, shit, I just told you that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. As opposed to, hey, I told you. You know what I mean? It's all on how you say it.
I used to be like that though, because I used to
be like, which one? I just told you that.
I do therapy. And so when you replay back a lot of that stuff, it's like, oh shit, I was tweaking. It's both ways, right? I wasn't in a mature state, but boundaries were being crossed. Does that make sense? Yeah. So it could both happen at the same time. And if you're not prepared for it, you in trouble. Best believe it. You're in trouble. So, hey, that's why I'm faithfully at therapy every Thursday.
So Renee hit a good point. About
before you go to Renee, though, hit real quick, because he said have to be conscious of the things we are conscious of. So and tell me if I'm wrong or whatever. I take that as knowing that how your mate is to be conscious of taking those actions or doing those things. Is that what he's saying, or is that what you guys get from that, or what?
Yeah, I think what he's saying is exactly kind of what I was kind of talking about earlier. The thing with that is, if you know, you have to be conscious of the things that are going to press your buttons.
Right.
So
Well,
if you know,
that's-
if you know it's something that's going to press your mate's buttons, why would you do that? There's a point where it's accidental to a certain extent, or you're just checking.
Right.
And then there's a point where it's on purpose.
Absolutely.
And when it gets to on purpose, that's
somebody
when
they can reflect on that. Right.
Absolutely,
yes.
bro.
That's when the problems crop up. Because
Right.
you know that pisses me off.
And you know he's gonna yeah. Okay.
Hey, listen.
That's a good point. Oh, I like that.
Never
Have to be
get that
conscious,
on my head.
conscious of.
I can be as mature as hell, but you keep poking at me, we gonna have problems.
Yes. I like that. Oh,
period.
Nick, Gussie said hello, but you was going to read something of
he was gonna read Renee.
The next one from Renee.
Okay.
The next one up.
Go ahead.
She said, my hubby has done things I could really choke him. But sometimes if you love that person, you don't want to bruise their ego, you walk away. So Renee, you're right on that. And unfortunately, part of the problem, I'm gonna spit this from my point of view. A problem that men have, no matter what race, if a woman does something like that, or we have a friend now that's going through a problem where she emasculates her man. You know what I'm saying? She basically just makes him feel useless. And so he won't speak up. You know what I mean? Because he feels less than a man. And so a lot of times, like you said, if you love that person, you don't want to bruise their ego. And what you don't want to do is you don't want to take away somebody's pride or make them feel less than what they are. And it should be both ways. Men should do the same thing toward their women. Don't make them feel less than or make them feel like they're nothing. You know what I mean? That's why a lot of times if it's something that, so I know a lot, but I don't know everything.
Right.
So therefore, if she says something to me, I don't take that to emasculate myself or to make me feel less than, and I damn sure don't want to make her feel bad. So I'm not going to take it out on her and make her feel less than. If it's going to make her better to ask a question, so be it. But you should be in it together. And it should be something that you need to talk about. But once again, back to the original, if it's something that's being done on purpose just to be a dick, that's where the problems come in.
And Kay said she's on Instagram, she said, and vice versa. So
yeah, exactly. Vice versa.
Nick said, how do you feel about your mate bringing frustration from their job home? Most of the time, the folks feed off each other. In my relationship, I always say, leave your work at the door before you walk in the house.
That's another one of those learn how things. That's another learned stuff, man. I think I speak from a different perspective, because I could say I could jump right on it's egotistical and he needs to learn, and I could throw the therapy out there, right? I could go that route. But I also know it just takes time to learn how to leave that stuff at the job. And to learn that when I don't leave it at the job, that I'm going to ultimately project it on my wife. Right. Or I'm going to ultimately project it on my mate. Because I might just be in a funk when I get home and not really understand that I'm projecting. Like a prime example, yesterday I learned something with my mom that I did with a woman that I dated. Right, I get in a mood, and once I get in a funk, I'm in a funk, and my whole aura ugly. You feel me? And that's something I had to go through. But it took a year and a half, 2 years of therapy to be able to go through that moment, break it down, and flush it down. Like, damn, I gotta check this. After being hot, after wanting to blame everybody, right? But breaking it down, like, damn, this come from this came from that. It takes time. It takes time and understanding to learn that kind of stuff. Now, am I giving excuses? Absolutely not. It's unacceptable behavior.
Right.
For period. But
So-
it takes time to like Blacklist said, to understand your mate and understand that, hey, when I'm going home, I need to cut this because I need to be solely on wifey, no matter what going on. But
Exactly.
I think also with
Hold on,
men,
before you go more further. Hold on.
go ahead.
Because I don't want to lose my thought real quick.
Go ahead.
But when you and this is a thing maybe they have to work on, or someone would normally, I mean, I've seen relationships to where, okay, no, sometimes you want to lean on someone because you have that frustration of your job. You want to have that late that you could come and talk to. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to, just bringing the bullshit. It's kind of like, and then could that other person understand that okay, he's got some shit going on at work or whatever. Let me see what I need to talk to him about, you know what I'm saying, and calming down or get it out, let him get it off his chest or whatever, because I see the frustration. You know what I mean? So it's like I said, that's a communication block or whatever, because that person, if you know that person bringing in some shit from work, you know what I'm saying, and that's what's doing it, then what is your reactions from that? You know what I'm saying? What are your reactions? Or are you kind of like, babe, I know you're having frustrations and stuff like that. I know shit's going on at work or whatever. Let's get our mind off of it. Or you know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it or whatever. Anything that I can do to to make things better for you, because now you at home with me, baby. You know what I'm saying? Now you at home with me, so let's sit there and talk this shit out. You know what I'm saying? What's going on?
But there are other ways to deal with that kind of situation as well.
Right.
Just like what you said, Fuel.
Mm-hmm.
Part of the thing is whether it's the man coming home or the woman coming home, you two have to be mature enough to talk about making your home a safe space.
Safe space.
Yes.
Come on, Black.
Yes.
That's number one.
Yes.
And number two,
Safe space.
if you both have like stressful jobs or something where you can bring it home, get together and talk about it and come to a point where, okay, bust it. When you get home, we have an hour. Tell me about your day. I'll tell you about my day. We'll talk about it. We'll come down. We'll sip a little wine. We'll do whatever. And then once that hour is over, it's home time. Let that go.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's part of the maturity. Like I said, I've been to counseling. I've talked to people, and you have to come up with solutions. And like solutions like that is a good one. You have 1 hour to talk about. You could talk about your day. I'll talk about my day, and then after that, hey, we home. Give it up to God. We let it go. Hey, we chilling.
Renee said men hold things in. They're gonna blow up later. Women can walk away, but that's a communication block. Exactly. It is a communication block. If you just walk away or whatever and just let him soak in his whatever BS that's going on. Yes, it's because you're not helping the situation. You're not communicating with that person. You're not talking about it or whatever. And then that's how they bring it home all the time, because they still, go back to work and bullshit goes on again. They come back home, the bullshit goes on again. You know what I'm saying? So
men can hold it in too, because trust me, that was part of my. That was.
That's what she said. Men can hold things in, and then they're going to blow up later.
That was part. No, I wouldn't blow up. That was part of my problem. And my therapist told me about this, bruh. I am the king of the silent treatment. I can literally just like not talk to somebody for days.
No, for real, bro.
For real though.
Right.
And that bothers my wife. And so, I would just be like, nah, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm the king of the silent treatment. And what a lot of men don't understand, or women for that case, is that the silent treatment is just as bad as anything else. You know what I mean? Because like women, a lot of women, they want to talk about it. You know what I mean? But you like, all right, you just gonna stay mad and walk around the house, man. I'll stay mad. See, she just said silent treatment is the worst.
Exactly.
Silence hurts more.
It is. It does. Dude.
I was the king of the silent treatment, bro. I could walk around for a week, and I'd be like, I would just be like, all right, yeah, cool, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
That just like she said, that's the worst. Nigel said, look at all these hunks. What's up, Nye?
What's up, Nigel?
We miss you, big dog. We miss you. Hey, but that before I get to this next comment, but that's what you just said. That's I think that's the worst thing you can do in a relationship
Mhm.
is get somebody a silent treatment. You know what I mean? Because that person either want to talk or either rather you let it out than sit there and not say nothing at all because all kind of shit is going in there.
No, because it's gonna bug them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's gonna pick at them for days,
Exactly.
not knowing what you thinking or what's going on or whatnot. And like I said,
Mhm.
my therapist is like, yeah, you got to stop that shit.
Yeah. And I remember being in a relationship before where a young lady had just didn't say nothing or whatever at times and shit. And I was just like, it just frustrated me more. You know,
Mhm.
I had to leave because I'm kind of like, well, shit, you know, she ain't talking and
Mhm.
I gotta go. I can't just sit around here. And hell, I'm thinking she might be plotting on fucking killing me. I don't know
Mhm.
what the
I used to be
fuck.
so
Bro,
cold
she got them grits on the stove, my
Yeah,
guy.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm about you be silent on me. I'm
I
out.
used to be
I'm
so
cool.
cold with it. I'll give you a silent treatment for 4 days and then talk to you on the 5th like I was not quiet the whole
Like you never had, like it never
Exactly.
happened.
Exactly. That's
That's
it,
some
fat boy.
bullshit, bro.
That's it, fat boy.
Hey,
You got it.
Hey,
Yeah.
pop in
Yeah.
the house regular as hell. Like,
Yeah.
hey.
Y'all need to
Hey, I
cut
stopped and brought you
bullshit
some dinner.
out.
I brought some dinner, baby. Let's go.
No.
Let's go eat dinner.
Y'all need to cut that bullshit out. That silent
I already
treatment.
told you. My therapist said I stop it. My therapist said I got to stop. I stopped.
Right. That's what's up.
Hey, that's crazy, man. I said, you got an issue. That's
what else you
okay.
said?
Look, and that's okay, bro. We
That's
make
sweet.
mistakes.
Right. Just because you leave the job at the door don't mean that we haven't communicated about the frustration. But don't give attitude and nitpick because then you fucking up. Oh, hey, you got me cursing on the floor at home. On the floor. Okay, so
Yeah, you can. I agree.
But that's why I told
yeah.
you can set aside some time.
Take that time.
Set
I'm
aside
taking
an
that
hour.
back.
Set aside an
Well,
hour.
the key thing she said is give attitude and nitpick. You know, it's kind of like that's why I said in the whole communication or whatever is what you say and how you say it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because
Yes.
if you give an attitude, then what's your response? It's attitude.
But if you set that hour aside and create
Right.
that space, you know not to enter that space with that attitude.
True.
That's like that pressure release.
Yeah.
You hit that
know,
hour,
like, oh,
that's that
shit,
pressure
me and
release.
babe about to have this wine. Matter of fact, after a while, especially men, and this is one thing I want to give women game with, especially men, we're gonna be looking forward to that wine because we got some shit to say.
Yeah.
No, because we go once you give a space for vulnerability. Oh, I got something for you.
Mhm.
Oh, I got something for you. But it's that's a great idea. It's just creating that space because once we know we enter with a certain mindset, and that means we both working together, right? We still on the same page.
But you're there for each other, and you're listening to her problems that she had at work, and she listens to yours, and then y'all just be like, okay, well, we at home now. Now, okay, we can put that down.
Yep.
Like she said, when women go silent, that's when you worry.
No, for real, she's gone, bro.
That's the real facts for real.
She out of there.
If you silent on me, I'm good. I ain't messing. I ain't fucking with you.
Women go quiet. She is adios, bye bye.
Yeah, I'm cool. Like,
and
I'm begging, like, damn, baby, what I do? Talk to me. Just talk to me. You know what I'm saying? That's good shit, y'all. That's good shit. I like that. So guys that are watching or listening on Instagram, we're actually on the Instagram for 1 hour and it cuts us off. So, you know, when we go over, just come on over to YouTube. Just come over to YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And
keep it to an hour, Playboy.
Yeah, we always go over an hour. We never stick it to an hour. It just never happens. On to the next topic, you guys, real quick before we get. We got a couple of. We still got a little.
We could.
The art of what? The art of showing yourself grace during challenging times.
I think that's great. Sorry, that's what we've been talking about, actually.
Yeah. Well, the art of showing yourself grace during challenging times. We haven't really, you know, I mean, I guess what I take from that is, you know, say for instance, you know, if you're all behind on your bills or something like that or whatever, and, you know, you just giving yourself, you know, you need to do something to pamper yourself to get you through those times. You know what I mean? Is that at least that's what I take from it. Is that
I'm gonna tie it into what we just was talking about. This is how it works for everything.
Mm-hmm.
If I learn how to practice grace with myself, when I have that bad day at work, I'm prepared for that hour that Black Liv talking about, right? Because all the way home, I've been practicing grace with myself. It's gonna get better. My self-talk different, right? I'm switching it up, right? And now I'm doing my own part to personally prepare myself to create this place for my wife, my spouse, or my husband. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So I think that understanding the art of showing grace to yourself during challenging times is universal, right? Because in a relationship, it's probably when you're going to face the most challenges as an individual, and you're going to need to practice grace with yourself to help you get through those challenges.
Okay. Well, you just summed it up right there just now. Yeah, pretty much on that one.
It's pretty simple, man. Showing yourself grace is just as simple as not calling yourself a bum, just because you can't get something done.
Come on now.
You know what I mean? When you dump on yourself, and once again, it comes down to when you're a man or a woman, when you have things that are going wrong, don't be down on yourself.
Right.
Don't be talking to yourself like, man, I should, I'm 35 years old. I should be able to pay my damn bills or blase or this or that. But understand that everything happens in time.
True.
When you expect stuff to happen right away, that's when you put the most pressure on yourself. But just understand that as long as you're alive and every day you wake up, you have time.
Oh yeah.
That's part of showing yourself grace.
Absolutely.
Just understand that, to just always, and something I always strive to do. Sometimes it's tough as hell, but you always try to make your next day better than your last day. That's what it comes down to when it means showing yourself grace. If you might have messed up on something yesterday, put that behind you. Move on. Just strive to do better the next day, and then the next day, and then the next day, and then the next day.
Yeah,
and eventually you're gonna get there.
With selling cars, man, like that's how I do. It's like if I had a bad day or whatever,
you got to, man. You got to
behind me. Like
you got to.
I got the next one. I got the. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Somebody else is doing better than me or whatever that day or something. I'm like, man, please, I got them tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So yes, that you hit it on the nose. You hit that on the nose. All right, man. We're moving on, and we almost there. Dear brothers and sisters. All right. So you want to do that, Fat Boy, or Fat Boy?
You want me to go?
Okay. It like you was frozen there.
I was frozen for a minute. Y'all I get to thinking. It says, dear brother, dear sister, have you truly forgiven yourself for allowing people to take advantage of you?
Which kind of goes
once again, dear brothers and dear sisters, have you truly forgiven yourself for allowing people to take advantage of you?
Yes.
You go? I can go. All right.
Still learning, Black Liv. Still learning.
Well, you know what? I never, when it comes to something like that, if someone's taking advantage of me, or allowing them to take advantage of me, I think I always have the mindset of knowing. I don't know if I want to call it karma, or just knowing that they might have gotten over this time, but something's going to happen to them to the point where they didn't get over with me.
You went straight vengeance, bro.
Hey, you see, you go vengeance. We're supposed to be healthy over here. You didn't.
I'm just saying, man.
Healthy, productive conversation. Slid down the hill for the most productive part of the show. Hey, get your cousin, Black Liv. Take it,
I've had allowed people to. I know that they're taking advantage. You know what I'm saying? I've allowed it to happen. But I never use it as a crutch or a tool, to feel like I need to forgive myself. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I never had to use because I allowed it. Well, I'm gonna forgive myself for allowing it. You know what I'm saying?
Because I think that for one, until you, it's a two-parter, right? I feel like until you realize that you allowed, right? I kind of took it from what Black Lick was saying last week. Until you realize you allowed someone to take advantage of you, then you start to feel a way about that, right? And understanding that you have to forgive yourself because you allowed it, right? And so I can change it for the next time. Right, because I was responsible for the things that I allowed myself to go through.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a to me it's a two-parter.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Just don't leave.
So my answer is: have I truly forgiven myself for allowing people to take advantage of you? Yes, I have. And the number one reason is because everything we go through in life is for a reason. People are brought in your life for one or two reasons. It's either a blessing or a lesson. Okay. So the people that took advantage of me, they basically have led me to the person that I am now.
Right.
And without that happening, I don't believe that I would be the person that I am now.
Right.
But the good thing about that is that even though they took advantage of me, I forgave myself because I didn't let them break me.
Come on, Black.
I'm still the same nice, sweet, kind person that I will always be.
Right.
And I'm not going to let them jade me.
You have to.
And the thing is it comes down to, as I said, a lesson or a blessing. You know, somebody you learn $35 and they'll never call you back or try to get your $35 back. Well, shit, okay. It just cost me $35 to find out somebody's a snake. So I got out cheap.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So everything happens for a reason in life. In my personal opinion, that's the way I always live my life. Everything happens for a reason. And I think that everything that we've done and gone through to this point in our life has led us to who we are and who we ultimately are supposed to be.
Right.
So you have to forgive yourself. Yes.
Okay. True facts.
Miss you more, brother. Miss you
True
more.
facts,
Congratulations, man. I'm so proud of you, brother. I'm so proud of you. Nigel.
Nigel, what do you say?
Yeah. He said, miss y'all. Miss you too, brother.
I know, man. I know, dog. We need some. I ain't gonna get into that. Anyway, we need to do a commercial now. A man doing his job. He's doing his thing, man. Congratulations to him as well, because I mean, he's going places bigger and better, of course.
Right, man. I just need tickets to the red carpet. That's where I want to be.
That part, yeah. He's producing and writing and all that stuff now too.
I want to be in the green room.
You know, we're looking forward to your projects, boy. Yeah. You just gotta keep hitting us or whatever. And then hell, come on the show. You know what I'm saying?
It'll cost you.
It'll cost you to come on the show too.
hey, that's right. Hey, and we don't know. We definitely need to do a show.
We know it's gonna cost. It always costs me. What are you talking about? That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Appreciate you guys tapping in. Once again, next week, we have a special guest that's coming in. Her name is Rhonda Cotton, and she's a writer and producer of this one book, Between Seasons: Transition to Transformation. She's also a motivation speaker, writer, producer. You know, she's been on some, worked for several shows and stuff like that or whatever. So if you can, go online and get the book. Like once again, it's Between Seasons: Transitions to Transformation. And then, come on the show next week and let's talk about it. And show her some love. You know what I mean? It's not easy to write books these days and get a good, what is it? Reviews, basically, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to these type of things. So, and they like your opinions. They like your opinion. She's going to want your opinion as well. So join us next Thursday at 6 p.m. for that. You know what I'm saying? Don't miss it. All right. Anybody, what you got, Fat Boy? Anything?
Man, make sure y'all like, subscribe, share, man. You know I love y'all, man. I always got to tell y'all that. Make sure y'all tap in with the guest next week. I like to thank the brothers, man. Black Lift always giving us a mature perspective. Fuel, my brother, man. I appreciate y'all, man. This is my second therapy session of the day every time. So I always love this, man. And let's keep going, man. And my dear brothers, dear sisters, man. Make sure you send dear brother, dear sister to Fired Up Broadcasting at gmail.com, and make sure you subscribe to at Fired Up Broadcasting as well.
Yes, indeed, you guys. What you got, Liv?
Man, same as always. Everybody tell somebody to come on in and listen. Fat Boy, Fuel, love y'all brothers, man. You know, y'all give my wife a break every Thursday night.
Absolutely.
So she's really happy about that. I'll be locked in my office, and she ain't got to deal with me. So you know, y'all give her a break. So hey, shout out to her,
and shout out to her as well.
That's
exactly. So,
all right, and shout out to you guys that was watching and that tapped in and commented. And even though, you know what I'm saying, we just started going live on Instagram. So I appreciate it if you guys continue to share. And even if you see it on Instagram, share it or whatever, so people can come on next Thursday at 6 p.m. You know what I'm saying? And comment. Like I said, we got both of y'all. On YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. So definitely share for us. All right. That's gonna do it, man. Anything? Y'all got anything else, or anybody? Everybody good?
Everybody good.
All right, then, man.
All right.
We out of here, you guys. And remember,
if they talk about you behind your back, they behind you for a reason. Peace. Hey, Ro.
Soldiers will get the parade, and all the reasons start to fade.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Reasons, the show where you can give your reasons why you think what you feel about what we're talking about today. We should know this, man. We say no.
Dear brother, how do y'all deal with erectile dysfunction when you're in a relationship?
I wouldn't know how to do it unless I had it. And remember, if they're talking about you behind your back, they behind you for a reason.